In this video, we are going to learn about the Erie Canal. Erie Canal was the most important, most famous canal in the history of the United States. It was very successful at connecting the Atlantic Ocean, which is over here. If you look on the little map with me, that's the Atlantic Ocean, with the Great Lakes. And so, kind of shade in blue here, the Great Lakes. So most of the Great Lakes are connected. All of these are all connected together. Now this lake here does actually connect with the Atlantic Ocean, but the other Great Lakes were just kind of off to themselves, and there was no way to take a boat from the Atlantic Ocean into the Great Lakes. And there were people who really wanted to somehow figure out a way to dig a canal that would end up connecting the Great Lakes with the Atlantic Ocean. And people wanted to do this through the state of New York. And so if you look on the slightly larger map here, you will see the state of New York here. And you will see the Hudson River, which flows from north to south. People started to wonder, could we build a canal that would connect Lake Erie, which is over here, with the Hudson River? Now, if this was going to be done, it would be a very long, a very massive canal. But canals were becoming more popular. They were becoming more common. And people were starting to think that such a large, massive canal might actually be possible. The governor of New York, seen here, his name is DeWitt Clinton. He's the governor of New York. He wants to try to make this canal happen. They want to call it the Erie Canal. They want to name it after Lake Erie. They want to connect Lake Erie over to the Hudson River. And DeWitt Clinton, he really wants to try to make this happen. So he goes to the federal government. He goes to the United States government. And he tries to convince Congress to give him the money for this Erie Canal. But he gets turned down. Matter of fact, they start to call his canal, his idea for a canal, Clinton's Ditch. So, in other words, they were kind of making fun of his idea, making fun of his plan. A lot of people said, you know, it just cost too much money, or they just didn't think it was actually possible. So DeWitt Clinton, once he's turned down from the federal government, from the United States government, he decides to go in a different direction, and instead, he's going to try to get the money from the state of New York. It took a lot of convincing, but the New York state government decided to fund DeWitt's Erie Canal. So the state of New York decided they were going to give Governor DeWitt the money to actually make this Erie Canal happen. So construction begins in 1817. And it lasts all the way to 1825. So construction took several years. The canal, as you can see here, runs basically across the entire state of New York all the way to the Hudson River, traveling 363 miles. And this new Erie Canal would make it possible for someone who is on a boat out here in the Atlantic Ocean to take a boat just past New York City, up the Hudson River, and then across the state of New York on the Erie Canal over to Lake Erie, and then from Lake Erie you would be connected with the other Great Lakes, and this would also connect you to Chicago, which is located right here. So after the Erie Canal is created, we're going to see the city of Chicago start to get much bigger, because now people have a water route from the Atlantic Ocean across the state of New York through the Great Lakes down to the city of Chicago. The Erie Canal provided a cheap way to ship materials and finished goods between the Midwest and the East Coast. It also shortened the travel time for people who were traveling out to the Midwest. So when the Erie Canal was finally completed in 1825, many people considered it to be one of the greatest engineering accomplishments of all time.